Welcome to Influence to Death, your guide for navigating the wild world of wellness influencing. Hi, and welcome to Influence to Death. My name is Victoria LaFont.
I'm Hannah Wright, and
today we're going to talk about AI. I think I might be a little more excited for this or like wound up about it. You're just kind of like, yep, this is happening.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky. Like when I start thinking about it, when I really, really read and like get immersed in it, it freaks me out quite a bit.
Yeah, same. Yeah. And I actually feel much more skizzed out now than I did when we started researching for this episode. There's a website. It is in the show notes, but I put it in there, I think yesterday. I read through it though last week at night before I went to bed, which was a mistake because it's essentially like a prediction of where AI might go. Yeah. We'll get there, but we're going to talk about it, of course, in the context of health. And I think like the name of the podcast, we're going to call it like, is AI your new health guru? Because people are interacting with AI. Actually, I think, Hannah, for both of us, when we've talked about this in a way that I hadn't thought to interact with it. And I don't think maybe you had thought to interact with it from both like a mental health perspective, primarily is the way that it hadn't come up for me, which I think makes me very lucky that I hadn't thought to interact with AI as like a friend or a therapist, but also for their physical health. People are starting to interact with the different platforms that are out there. So we're going to talk about that today.
Yeah. I think this is, in this year, I've seen, researching for this, I didn't realize it was being covered so thoroughly, but like it's pretty popular right now because I guess it's just kind of exploding with the consequences from using AI for the last, 3 years since ChatGPT was released to the public. So Vice covered it. I think ABC News. We'll talk about some of those. These very bizarre firsthand accounts and secondhand accounts and just like personal experiences people are having. Basically, it's called ChatGPT induced psychosis. Is that right?
Yeah,
it's one of the terms now.
Like episode came about because we have this awesome listener. Shout out to Danielle. Thank you so much for sending us this article that is published on Substack. I hesitate to pronounce this person's name. We have them as Azaday June.
Yeah.
Substack.com. It's the Azaday June newsletter. This person wrote, it's at The Wellness Therapist. They're in our like recommended section now on our Substack. I went ahead and added them. But so the title of the article is Psychosis Fueled by Generative AI Are Tearing Families Apart as Some Claim Chatbots Represent Spiritual Higher Consciousness. And so she sent this article and I was honestly blown away. Like, again, I just hadn't thought to interact with AI like a therapist or like a friend or like ask it personal questions. To me, it was like this very utilitarian, if I need some ideas or I need to brainstorm or whatever. And so I was very surprised to read that people are interacting with AI like you would a close friend or like you would a therapist, or if you're feeling like you need support. And I actually posted on Facebook, hey, how many of my friends do you talk to AI when you feel down? Like I kind of intentionally used that word instead of like depressed or anxious, because those are like actual like diagnosis. And many people that I wouldn't expect, like kind of like crunchy people, I guess I would, is like, oh, they're not gonna interact with AI in that way. And many people do, and were very clear, like it was an incredible help to me in a time when I needed support. And I feel so lucky that it was there as a resource, like late at night when nobody else would pick up the phone, when my mom died, like tough times in life.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Same. I've never, ever thought of like, I'll tell you the times I've used AI, like ChatGPT. Last year, I used it to help me write 22 Valentine poems for everyone in my son's class because we were making his cards. And
that's so sweet.
It was so amazing because they turned out so weird. And like, I know the other parents were like, this lady's crazy. Like, what is this? What are you writing? Because you're like, write a Valentine poem, a friendly Valentine poem for a 3-year-old that goes to forest school, and like trying to make it so specific and then put their name. Can you make it rhyme with Emily? and it was just like, Emily, Emily, in the park, your hair shines in the dark. By the lake and by the sea, we'll find you under a tree. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so I'm like,
totally.
okay, I guess that's what I'll write.
Mm-hmm. That's a
And then
great use case.
it is, yeah. And I've had parent friends who use it to help design their kids' birthday parties. Like if they want to
Oh
do a
my gosh.
scavenger hunt themed birthday party with riddles for the kids, they'll use
Mm-hmm.
AI to write the riddles. But then personally, I've used it to make outlines for like brainstorming.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can you help me write an outline for this? And just to get my brain going, to give me
Absolutely. I
ideas.
mean, it's an incredible tool. And I'm
Mhm.
like you, I've kind of used it for these utilitarian purposes. And I actually, like I said, I feel lucky because I have a roster of people that I feel love and loved by that I can call, I think at any time of the day or night. And I'm starting to maybe realize that people maybe they don't feel that they have that, or they literally don't have that support network. That's lucky. I think part of the reason I'm saying this is because I want to really set the tone at the very beginning of this episode. There's no judgment around this. Just generally in what we talk about, part of the reason we talk about our biases is so that you know where we stand and that we're not this like infallible source shines down from above and then like directs you to buy our product that's going to solve
Mhm.
your problem. We have our biases, but like by and large, I don't think I say this enough, I know things are really screwed up out there. And so we're all just trying our best to make it work. And more than probably any other topic that I've looked at, it comes up for me with AI and people interacting with AI. But I think it's also this for any topic. People maybe go off the beaten path and listen to an influencer, are influenced in one direction or the other. It's like you're just doing your best. So yeah, maybe before we get into the document, should we do housekeeping?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
So, we are helping you navigate the wild world of wellness influencing. We are influenced to death. We are not infallible. That's
No.
important to say. You can find us on Substack at Influence to Death. We are on Instagram, is probably a social platform
Mhm.
where we interact the most, at Influence to Death. And then you can email us at influencetodeath@gmail.com. This is an episode for paid subscribers. So, kind of right after this soundbite, it'll be a free preview for people who are not paid subscribers, and then paid subscribers will get the full episode. If you'd like to become a subscriber, it's $5 or up per month, and you get one extra episode per month in addition to the 2 episodes that we publish that are available to everyone. I think